Katty Konnie Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Well, good Monday evening. How's everybody? How's everybody's Monday? You know? All right. Well, we'll see when you get here. Everybody's having internet problems, guys. It's unbelievable. The internet outages everywhere. It's crazy. We had a bunch of internet outages at work. Internet's being crazy. And I don't know if any of you guys have Roku, but are you having problems with your Roku right now? My camera's being goofy too. See? I'm telling you. Everything's being weird. So if you have Roku and you're having Roku problems, get in line with everyone else. Everyone else is having Roku problems too on their TV. Thank you, Gloria Jean. I want to know, does it make me look 12 or does it make me look a lot younger? Oh, I'm just being silly. All right. So how's everybody's Monday before we get into all of this crazy stuff? I hope everybody is having a good Monday. Monday's been it was busy today. KMM, I hope you're doing well. Norm, you're here. Thanks. Happy birthday week, KMM. I think we're going on our birthday, so I'll be able to tell you happy birthday on the real day. So here's the thing, guys. You know, we speculate where the money comes from, right? The payroll comes from. And I was doing a little bit of research, and it's going to surprise you some of the things that I've learned. So I wanted to share with you all. The whole time we've been calling it Antifa, right? Antifa. Because it's supposed to stand for anti-fascism, right? We'll come to find out it's not. Well, we had another birthday this week too. Happy birthday to Gloria Jean. She just had a birthday this last Friday, came in. So everybody wish Gloria Jean a happy birthday also. Okay, well, let me send you another one. Hang on a second. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. So what I want to talk about is we sit here and we talk about where the money's coming from, right? Where's the money coming from? Well, I guess it works, right? Now you've gotten on. I guess it's working. So yeah. Everybody's talking about where's the money coming from, right? And then we talk about, here's the other thing we talk about. Does it not feel like everything is centered around, there's a Muslim thing here, and well, good evening. How are you doing? So we talk about a rough night. It's hard, huh? It's hard for everybody. So we talk about how they're trying to build mosques in all the big cities. I know KMM has said there's a mosque growing around her area in Minnesota. And Linda talks about the mosque in Dearborn all the time. Well, in the middle of Houston, guys, they wanted to build a city called the Epic City, and they were building their mosques, and they wanted no Christians in there, and they wanted to make it just a Muslim city. Now, I don't know how you do that in America. You just come here and you pick a ground and you decide it's a city and this is what you're going to have, and it's just yours. But it doesn't work that way. And our governor said, oh, that's not going to happen. Tear down your mosque. We're not doing this. Not here. We're not doing that. So he's put a big stop to all of that. Well, back to what I was going to say. So Antifa is supposed to stand for anti-fascism, but it's not, guys. That's not really what it is. It's Anfada. And I said it the other night, and we laughed about it, and it just kind of rolled off my tongue. And then I find out 3 days later that that's really what it's supposed to mean. It's Anfada. So, yes, George Soros is funding some of it. Our wonderful Christy Walton of Walmart is funding some of it. A lot of the Muslim people are funding it. Did that one sink in? Think about that for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm sure everybody is aware of Scientology and how they do Scientology. Scientology believes that 2 aliens came to the earth and they procreated, and that's where we came from. And you have to build your way up, and you have to take all these lessons, and you have to pay for them to get to the Rainbow Bridge, whatever bridge they call it, so that you, when you pass away, you could drop this meat suit and go into another body. This is what they believe. You don't die, you go into another body.
Right.
Which we all know is about the most asinine thing we've ever heard. But these people in Scientology have to pay. They have to pay to go up the ladder, right? Now I'm finding out that Antifa, to go up the ladder in Antifa to become a great officer in Antifa, you have to pay to go up the ladder also. So these girls are working, these guys are working, and they're paying so much to the Antifa organization so they can go up the ladder. They're using a lot of women for sex trafficking and sex stuff so they can pay their way up the ladder to become an officer. How about that, guys? How about that? And how do I know this? Because there was a guy that was high up in Antifa, and he's coming out and he's telling everything. And the big plan is to do exactly what we've talked about. They want to cause a division. They want to cause a civil war. And they've had this plan for a long time. Are they accomplishing what they want to do? I think they're coming along pretty well. They've done quite a bit. Just saying. You've got the little mosque over there in KMM's country.
Right.
Her little city. You've got Dearborn happening. And then you've got the supposed want to be epic city in Houston, which is not going to happen. Where do these people believe they can do this? Who gave them the right to think you can come into a Christian nation
Come here.
and just take over whatever you want to?
Come here.
In the Quran, it says their goal is to take over the world. So they're everywhere. Hey, Zombie, it's good to see you.
Hi, Zombie. Hi, everybody. I didn't want to interrupt Connie.
So this is what I've learned. I wanted to pass it on to you guys. It's pretty interesting, pretty dark. And see, people like Omar tell them it's possible. Well, you know, when we have these wonderful protests with people up there in blow-up suits and looking a fool, on the world stage, it does look pretty easy, doesn't it? Oh, that should be easy to walk in there and take over these people.
Absolutely.
But they're not. But they're not counting. They're not counting on the quiet. They're not counting on the people that aren't out there making fools out of themselves. They're not counting on the ones that sit back and shake their heads and think this is ridiculous.
Okay.
There's more of us than there is of them, whether they realize that or not. And if there wasn't, then T wouldn't be even in office. Just saying, guys. Just saying.
Right, right. I'm sorry, I'm opening a toy for her.
That's all right. So, what do you guys think? We got where I don't know where all these Muslims came from to come to a Christian nation and think they can take over our cities. But I think they're in for a rude awakening. What do you guys think?
I hope so. I hope I'm getting it, Pumpkin. I hope so. It needs to stop.
Because I sure don't want to live by Sharia law. I've got news for you. I wouldn't make it 5 minutes on Sharia law.
No.
See, Zombie, this is what I'm saying. Antifa, which is really Anfada, is not just in the United States. They're worldwide. That's how big this organization is. And their goal is to take over the world. How are they doing in Canada? Thank you, Donna. What do you think? Donna, it's also KMM's birthday this week, too. They've got parliament legislation. Yep. I'm telling you. All these Muslims are coming in and they're getting put in high places, getting positioned just right.
Yep, I agree.
It's all in the plan. And I believe that they're going to find out that, you know what, God's not having it. We're birthday sisters. We're born on the same day, just a couple years apart. Yeah. I don't think God's going to stand for this. And I think, I think he's going to put his hand down and say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. You're not doing this. And you're right, Apple. God will protect his David. He just has to realize he's David. So, you got Canada. You got the United States cities going up with the Muslims thinking they can take over.
England.
England. Too. And what do you guys think about somebody just going into the Louvre and stealing the crown jewels? Here, we'll just go in the middle of the daytime and steal the crown jewels. In the middle of the daytime.
Here, baby.
Really?
Right. I know.
What good is it? What good is all this stuff that is a one of a kind? Now, the crown jewels, they could turn and melt down and do whatever with these. But people are going to question, where did you get this 25 karat emerald that's perfect cut? Oh, you just dug it out of the ground? Okay, I see.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
They're going to get caught. You can't just do that.
No.
You're right. The No Kings rally is a big distraction for the whole plan. That's exactly what it is.
That's why they keep having them. Here, baby.
And these people are working odd jobs and working minimum wage jobs so that they can go over and pay to go up the ladder of Antifa. Oh, excuse me, Anfada. And they will be given all the alcohol and all the drugs they want, and they'll all be living in these taken over squatter buildings. Or they can live in the streets in their tents.
Right.
You know, that's what I'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
Right.
Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Spetsy.
Well, they're used to living in squalor anyway. So,
Well, they don't want to work. They want socialism so that the government will just pay them a check to be in their tent. What? It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. Never has. Never will. Somewhere along the line, you're going to pay. You're
Right.
going to pay. Nothing in this life is free. And if you pay with your soul,
Right.
that's even worse. Just saying. And if I sound like I'm on my pedestal and I'm preaching, I am. I'm preaching so that everybody realizes that this is what they have planned. They are executing what they have planned. Just be ready. Because I'm not living under Sharia law. I'm telling you right now, it ain't happening. It's not
Right.
happening.
No, I never will either.
You know? No. They take everything from the women at that point. Everything.
Yeah.
You're not equal anymore. You eat after
Nope.
the dark. You cover your head while the man's walking around being all Joe Cool. No, I'm sorry. I don't believe in any of that. And as
Mhm.
vulgar as they have been on their protest in Portland, yeah, the Sharia law is not going to last very long for those people either, because they can't be making those vulgar, lewd gestures and all that stuff. They can't be talking like that because
No.
it's not going to allow it.
No.
So there you have it. I have said my 17 minutes worth of complaining. 17 minutes of no nonsense complaining that I'm sure you're all fully aware of what's going on. I'm just telling you, watch and see what they try and do. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. They're going to keep on trying it. They're going to keep on trying it. You know, I mean, it's just a matter of time. And when it all explodes, that's when it's time to go in the house and shut the door.
Yeah. Because it's going to.
Maybe.
It's going to. They can't handle if it's given back to them the way they dish it out.
Right.
Just saying.
Right. No, they can't. They can't.
Mm-mm.
They're crybabies.
Well, and you look at them, you know, we sit here and we talk and we laugh about it, but you look at them and they all have the same look in their eyes. All of them. The lights are on, but no one's home. Look.
That's
The deer
hatred.
in the head. Yeah, it's
That's
a
hatred.
deer in the headlight look.
I mean, I don't understand for the life of me, why anybody would want to move to a country of people that you hate.
Because you want to take over the world. Well, it really worked out for a lot of people, right? It really worked out for Hitler because Hitler was afraid of water, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So, you know, that really worked out. Alexander the Great didn't do so great either. And Mussolini
Yeah.
didn't either. It hasn't worked out for any of them that thought they would conquer the world. I don't think it's going to happen now. But just don't
If
come
they didn't
into
do
our...
it back then, they're not going to be able to do it now.
No. Here, let's just get ourselves in a big city and build a city within a city and call it ours.
Right.
What? I wonder if they would let us do that in one of their cities.
Do you think we could have an American territory with, while you're saying all of this, did you hear the news what the Vatican did?
No.
They have a Muslim prayer room in the Vatican now. How's that for
You
some
know
messed
what?
up?
That's messed up. Hello, Norm.
Hi, Norm. True facts, guys. They made a room for Muslims to pray.
Well, what they're doing is they're finding and building these mosques in blue states, right?
Yep.
In blue cities. What they don't realize is they came here to Texas and it's like, no, that ain't happening. That ain't happening here. We're not having it. I'm not putting a burqa on my head and I'm not
Oh,
gonna, no, it isn't happening. I'm sorry.
no.
Under Sharia law, I'd make it about 5 minutes.
Wait, is it Norm's birthday too?
No, it's not Norm's birthday. He's just saying happy. She's just saying happy. Norm, there's a cake.
Oh, okay.
She's dishing out cake for happy birthdays. Um,
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what you guys think. I'm just confused by where they think they got the power and where they thought they got the right and who gave them the right. All of this has happened in not even a year. Not
right.
even a year.
Right. Right. I know.
Yeah. Not even a year. All of this has unfolded. Can you imagine what the heck they can do in the next 3 years? Oh, it's unbelievable.
Right.
And they go after the homeless.
Yeah.
And they go after all of these people. Did you notice? It was actually pretty interesting. And Clyde pointed it out. And I said, you know what? You're right. That's crazy. In all of this No King's March protest, whatever you want to call it, there was an awful lot of white people.
And awful lot of older people.
Older white people.
Yes.
And he said, wasn't that the deal with the Nazis in Germany? Wasn't it all the white people that got out there marching in Germany?
Nope. No. Do not put that in your mouth.
So, is it a coincidence? Maybe. I don't think that all of these elderly people that are marching because they're with Antifa. I think they've been fed a lot of stuff and they watch the wrong news channel and this kind of thing's going on and they're believing everything they're hearing. And I think that's a lot of that's going on. But these younger generation, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Isn't that crazy, zombie? That's crazy. That's just insane. They are trying so hard to cause this civil war thing. Why? So they can divide and conquer.
Well, Mr. T got the okay to drop the military in Portland from the court.
Good.
Yep.
And by the way, just so everyone knows, I want everyone to be fully aware. T said that he was going to drop the papers on Epstein and it was supposed to be a big thing. And you know who's stopping it? A judge Obama put in office. Just want you to know that. I don't know where she just went. A judge that Obama put into office is the one that is stopping the Epstein files from coming out. Just so you guys know, everything is being so twisted. I heard today, and I couldn't believe it. They said Republicans are the ones that closed down the government. What? I don't think that's what I understand. They also had signs said, if trans can't use female locker rooms, then blacks can't use the water fountains. What? See, this is what I'm telling you. They would like to take us backwards. They would like to cause a division between all the nationalities. They want everybody fighting. Fighting for what? Is that what's wrong with them? Is that what's wrong with them in their country in the Middle East? Because everybody fights up there. Every little country fights with every little country about what? I don't know. They're always fighting. They probably... Wasn't there a story about fighting over a goat one time in history, or a cow or something? And oh, that's what happened to the Hatfield and McCoys. They were fighting over a goat or a cow or something. That's what started the big Hatfield and McCoy. You're muted. Linda, you're muted.
All right. Sorry. It's been a rough day, guys. Sorry. She just wanted nothing to do with her mom and dad. Sorry.
So, wasn't there a big fight over, what was it, a goat? What was it? Hatfields and McCoys were fighting over some animal. I don't know.
I thought it was a horse.
I don't know, but whatever it wasn't as big a thing as they were fighting over, and many people died over that.
Mm-hmm.
These people are starting an all-out civil war for what? For what? For what?
Mm-hmm.
To get less than you have right now? Just think.
Thanks.
No Rodney Kings, no Martin Luther Kings, no
Right.
Don Kings. I told you, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I thought, I wonder
No Gail King. You forget about her mouth.
how about Larry King?
Well, he's gone. So are they. But
They do. They really do, Zombie. They think they could win a civil war. And I've made my comment about that. Don't mess with the quiet. Those are the ones that you have to really watch out for.
absolutely.
In this situation, the squeaky wheel don't get or whatever. What is it? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Not this time. Not in something like this. It's not going to happen.
No, it's not. It's not. Because you're going to see people come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's just sitting back, biding their time.
Yeah. Because you know what? You're going to fight for your grandkids. You're going to fight for your kids. You're going to fight for your loved ones, and you're not going to let them go through what these people think they're going to put them through. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Nope.
So pull your head out of your diaper and notice that this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
So tell me what you want to cover, Linda. I'm over here still complaining about Sharia law.
I want to cover sleep.
You want to? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I just, I spent a lot of the day today looking at all the memes that Mr. T was putting out yesterday, over the weekend.
Mhm.
I mean, they've really got their panties in a bunch over those.
Oh.
The one that him showing him in the fighter jet dropping poop on them. Oh my God, that is like, I
That's
think
funny.
it's hilarious. I think it's funny because you know, I mean, come on, let's be real. This is all just a bunch of garbage, and you don't even know why you're protesting.
No,
You don't even you don't even have a clue why you're out there. As yeah, yeah, no kings, no kings. Okay, well, what you don't understand is, you're
we don't have anything.
You're out there talking for the transgender. You're out there talking for the freaks and the Fruit Loops. And you're out there for the Democrats to just keep spending our money and spending our money and saying to hell with you and making it look like it's all Mr. T's fault when he's trying to reverse it. And yeah, I agree. I was on welfare when I was a teenager. I told you guys that. And I totally agree. There's nothing wrong. I used to have to work. When I first signed up, I had to work. The only reason I got excused from it was because my son was asthmatic and I was at home more than I was at work. So they excused me from the program. Not because I wanted them to, not because I asked them to, but they did. And it's harder and harder to get any help at all because of these crooks. It's like pulling teeth, you guys. It is like pulling teeth to get any help from the government anymore because people have used and abused and scammed. And, you know, I don't know if any of you have taken the time to see the criteria of what you can get disability, Social Security disability for, but a lot of it is pretty damn funny. You can get disability if you have asthma. I've had asthma my whole life and I've worked.
You can get disability if you have a social anxiety disorder.
Yes.
In other words, that puts a fancy word for I just don't want to be around people.
And you may have to get a lawyer, but you don't have to pay them until you get paid and you get paid all that back pay. Because, I know I went 3 years without a single penny coming in my name. And yeah, I got the back pay, but the attorney took a good portion of it. Of course, they're going to.
They're not going to stop without being
You
paid.
know, I mean, I I said it before and I'll say it again. If you eat yourself into oblivion, that's not a disability. I'm sorry. That's not a disability. And you are one of the ones that need the, what are they saying, SNAP or EBT or whatever your state calls it. You're the one that needs limits on what foods you can get because you don't need the Twinkies. You don't need the ho-hos. You don't need what cracks me up the most are the ones that will order like a salad with a ton of dressing and have it heaping over. And then, oh, can I have a Diet Coke? Please, really, bitch. Come on. You already weigh 400 pounds. You're going to leave here and you're going to go eat a box of ho-hos. So who are you kidding? Stop it. Just stop it. And I think that's terrible. I mean, I know food can be an addiction, but like we've talked about addictions, and I have a hard time understanding addictions other than smoking. I have a hard time understanding them, and I know a lot of people that have them or have had them, one or the other. And it it just blows my mind that I mean, don't you look in the mirror and don't that I mean, or does it just depress you more to make you want to eat more? And I
Or
just
you just give up.
yeah, and I just don't think it's a disability. And instead of giving them money to go buy more junk food, why don't we have programs to help those people? Why don't
Yeah,
we
no, stupid is not a disability.
yeah,
That's an act.
right, Donna.
And they
It's not.
don't, you know what? And they don't believe. They don't agree. There's no kings. They. I don't even know what they think. They just want to go out there and cause trouble.
They just want to go out there and say I was there, and no matter what is said or how it's said, the other side, our side is always wrong. It's there were thousands and thousands and thousands of people there. Really?
There really were in Chicago.
Well, I mean, in
Chicago was
Chicago, but
crazy.
not here. Not here. They're making it sound like there was tens of thousands of people in one little city, Sterling Heights. And no, and they made it sound like in Ferndale. Well, Ferndale is a big gay community. So there
Yeah.
probably were quite a few out there. I believe that,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, this is what it's they don't even understand. Like these older people that can't understand the whole gay thing anyway, and they're out there protesting and marching, and that's exactly what you're marching for.
Well, they don't know that. They don't
That's
understand.
what I'm saying. They don't know the facts. It's just like, yeah. We gotta stop him. We gotta stop him.
Yeah, because he's a fascist.
At the end
What
of
has
the
he
day,
done? What has he done that a fascist would do? Well, what has he done? Now, I
right.
did hear one person say he's trying to bring the military on our streets. Well, you have to stop what's going on here.
Right.
Because what
Right.
you fail to see is what happens at night when your first shift is over.
If you would all just go back in your homes and get off your high horses and let him run the government, you'll see in about 6 months to a year exactly what he did. Today I came across a post and I laughed because it said gas prices in Michigan are the lowest they've been in 4 years. I don't know where because it's not around me. They're still at 299,
Yeah,
289.
we're at 270 something and we make the stuff. So, yeah, no.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know what part of Michigan you live in. Please tell me so that I can go get some gas.
Yeah, they do have addicts of sex addicts and alcohol addicts and drug addicts and food addicts and gambling addicts and whatever you do in excess, it makes you an addict of whatever it is you're doing in excess.
Right.
Um,
I mean, I understand the concept of addiction. I do. I understand the concept of it. But I guess I don't know. I guess it's just the way you were raised or whatnot or whatever. And, I don't know. And I can't understand the food addiction, and I can't understand the sex addiction. Those are two that just blow my mind.
well, here, let me help you with them. The food addiction is somebody that's so depressed
Sugar.
that the only thing that makes them happy is food. Okay, so it makes them happy, and they continue to eat because it makes them happy. And the sex addicts, well, they got the same thing going on. They may not be getting it, so they're looking.
I don't know.
I don't know, but they have them out there. They're all out there. Every kind of addict you can imagine.
And and no offense to the men, but it seems like that's a male thing more than a female thing.
Well, I mean, you've
But
got
it caters to the man.
and now we have this site that's called Fan Only. What is it?
Fans only. Yeah.
Fans Only, whatever.
Right.
So, it's like, here, let me just put it right here in your face. And some of those guys aren't even old enough to be potty trained, and they're on there.
Mhm.
Put it right in their face. And it's sick. It's
Mhm.
sick. This is where we are. We are Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with you. I do. Like I said, I could never understand certain things, but everybody has their own. I guess my brother put it one time, everybody has their own cancer.
Their own cross to bear.
Which makes sense,
Yep.
So
284 in Indy. See? There's no $1.99 or $1.19 anywhere.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Donna, I'll tell you what. We'll go there. I could probably fill my gas tank for my lawnmower for $1.19.
Right. Right.
Sorry, that was pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
I could probably fill my gas tank on my lawnmower for $1.19, but I'm sure not going to get a tank of gas or a gallon of gas. Definitely not a gallon of gas for $1.19.
Mm-mm. No.
It's $2.84 a gallon. Zombie, we go by gallons. I know you guys go by liters, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
see, $1.30 a liter. And how
It's
many?
probably high for you guys, right?
Well, and how many liters are in a gallon? 4, right?
No.
How many liters are in a gallon?
That's quarts. 4 quarts are in a gallon.
Let me see.
I want to say it comes out to something like 3 point something liters is a gallon.
Oh, here we go. Let me see here. There is 3.7, almost 3.8 liters to, so they're paying 3.
$5.20 a gallon. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're
That's
really getting robbed.
crazy.
Wow.
And they make it sound all good at $1.30 a liter.
Right.
Man. And we think we've got it bad. Although California is really high.
Yeah. I think they're
You
still
know what? This is true
$6
too,
mark.
Donna. This is true too. And then you know what? Let me tell you something else. You've got men out there that want to be women and women out there that want to be men that are doing it to each other. Now put your brain around that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't
I
get
don't
it.
get it either. I don't get it either. It
If
makes
you
no
want to be a
sense.
man and you're dressing like a man, but you're really a woman, but you want to be a man, but you date a man that wants to be a woman.
Right.
At the end of the day, when you're behind closed doors and the clothes fall off, isn't that a heterosexual relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. All the parts are going in the right place. They're just changing clothes. So, changing hats, per se.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a mental thing? I'm just saying. I don't know.
You
What?
know, my concern is you think we have mental health issues now. What's going to happen 5, 10 years down the road of all these children
Oh,
that are getting bodily mutilated?
it's horrible.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen when that 12-year-old wants to have a baby and breastfeed when she's 30?
Can't happen. Sorry.
Right.
And you think that they're not going to hate their parents? You think that they're not going to hate their parents
Oh, it'll be
later?
on the parents, even
Yeah,
though they're doing it behind the parents' back.
right. But they're going to hate the parents. You knew I was young. You knew this wasn't right. You let it happen.
Right.
It all falls back, just like everything that's happening in
Yep.
this country is all the president's fault.
Right.
Whether it is or not, it's all his
Right.
fault.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
It is hate. It is hate. It's like let's stir the pot. Let's create the hate. Let's get them where they want it. You know, it is a sad situation, KMM. And do you know if you get in the streets right now and you go, "Oh, hail to the king, King Trump," they get so mad. Oh my gosh, they get so mad, and they go when you go Trump 2028. Oh, they get so mad. They get so mad. But
Somebody put up a post that said that somehow or another he made it that he could run for a third term, but I don't have facts on that. So, and it's like a person that posts a lot. So the only way he can get a third term is if Vance wins and he's the VP and Vance steps down.
Well,
That
and
would
here's
give him
the
a
thing,
third term.
guys. Do you think he really wants to do another term? He's up there. He's actually the oldest president we've ever had, and he's got 3 more years to go. I really don't think he wants to do another term.
I don't think he does either. I don't think he does either.
I think he wants to straighten it up so he can hand it down and have it halfway straight. I don't know if he'll ever get it straightened out because there's so many roadblocks standing in his way. They step in and throw a roadblock every chance they can, every which way they can.
Right.
You know, and they go out there. I'm telling you what, and I don't know how you guys feel, but what infuriates me the most, is don't fly your flag in our country. Don't fly your flag in our country.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Take your flag and go fly it in your own country.
If you ripped it out of their hands and set it on fire, you'd be dead.
Oh,
Bottom
you
line,
put their
you'd
hands
be
and
dead.
set it on fire, they would come take you to jail because that's
No, I'm saying here.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
grabbed their flag and set it on fire, they would shoot you. They would kill you.
well, yeah. Or they would call the cops and say that you assaulted
hate
them.
crime.
Yeah, it was a hate crime and you assaulted them. It's all upside down.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where in Michigan it was, but they raided a home. I have never, ever seen them use explosives, and they blew that door right off its hinges
Well, there you go.
in the house. I've never seen them use that. I mean, they do it in the movies, but I've never seen it happen.
In real life. There you go.
Mhm.
Did you hear about the children that they have rescued in some of the houses in America and returned them to their families? And their families have said they've been missing for 4 and 5 years. We didn't know where they were. How about that? How about that? And they were crying because they got their kids back.
Well, and
Yeah,
part
and
of
burning our flag. There it is. There
Yeah.
it is. Man. Yep, it is. It
Right,
is a hate crime.
Yep, I agree. Absolutely agree.
It is a hate crime.
It is. It really is.
You know what? I heard that, Kim, man. That's horrible. I think every state changed the look of their flag, but ours basically looks the same.
Yeah, ours looks the same.
Yeah, we're just not playing. We're just not. It's like, look, we have bigger fish to fry, and we're not worried about. But we're not going to have a city called Epic City that the Christians can't go into. You're going to build a wall around a city within a city? What?
Right. And if that starts happening, we're all in trouble.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it. You're going to divide the United States into a bunch of little towns in the Middle East where they can all fight amongst each other. That's all they fight. That's all they do is fight.
That's all they do. That's all they do.
And now they want to bring it here.
Yep. Yep.
And
You
what
have
are
your own country. Go take over your own country.
Go back over there. Maybe you could. I mean, I'm sure there's some desert there that doesn't have any people living in it. Go build your wall around it. Build yourself a city.
Right. Become king hothead or whatever you want to be, and have your own little territory and claim stake in the land. And
Yeah, king, I want to run the world. Go ahead, but do it in your own country.
Right.
We don't want it here.
Nope.
We as American citizens believe that Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. There it is, plain and simple. The end. We don't believe in Mohammed or any of that stuff.
There's another case that's on the top shelf here in Michigan. Is a woman has a food truck a hot dog food truck, and she has 6 kids. Oh me, oh my, she didn't have the proper paper permit to have a food truck. And then, oh, guess what? You're an illegal.
Well,
Oh,
that's
you've been here 20
surprising.
years? You've had 20 years to get your shit straight, sister. Sorry. Goodbye. Take your kids with you. This is what happens when you don't follow the law. It's a hard lesson for your children to learn.
Amen. Amen. And you know what? That's a, there you go. In response to FDR's 4 terms, 22 Second Amendment pass, no more than 2 terms unless you're Barry, right? Barry Sotoro that ran the Obama or the Biden 4 years. There you go. He did his 3 terms. Don't think he didn't. Obama had his 3 terms.
Yeah, you're right, Cam. You're right. And I think it's preposterous that, and some of these people
It's
are, some of these older men and older women are veterans, and they're out there, no kings, no this, no that, no this, no that. So you'd rather have people that you fought to keep out of our country have free health insurance and your veterans sleeping on a cement slab in the park. Your fellow veterans. Really? Really? Is that what you voted for? Because that's not what I voted for.
That's not what I voted for. Well, and you know what, Norm, you're right. Allah is the great deceiver. Allah moly, get out of our country. I'm sorry, that just sounded funny.
Right. And you know what, Tana? You're right. They don't get handouts in their own country. They're all treated the same, like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, to put it very bluntly, it is what it is. But yeah.
Yep. The reason these people have never got their permanent residency is because of a criminal. This is true. No, this is true. What's happened is they have done all kinds of crimes in their own country, and their country doesn't want them. They don't want them. They want to pass off all of their deplorables to us, and we're supposed to deal with it. Look, we got enough problems here in our country with deplorables, and I'm not talking about the Republicans. We got enough deplorables.
You're right.
In our country. We don't need all of your deplorables too.
Yeah, we got enough problems with all the drugs that Mexico's sending up here. And people walking around like they're freaking zombies and shit. That's crazy. That's just crazy. I don't know. Even when I was young, nothing ever crossed my mind to think, maybe I'll try that this Friday. I never had any interest in it. And I don't get where, and I understand peer pressure. I do understand that. But how about you find a new set of friends then? If they're going to pressure you into doing something you don't want to do, maybe it's time to find some new friends.
Well, that's part of AA and all those self-help groups. Is you have to change your playground. If you're a drug addict, you have to change your playground. You can't be hanging around your drug addict friends and be straight because you don't have the. You can't do it. You just can't. And there was an old saying, and it's the truth. I don't care who you are, but I will tell you this: only a drunk can be around a drunk. It's the truth. Because somebody who is dead sober does not want to be around a drunk. They don't, because they can't get on the same level.
No.
And I'm not talking about somebody who has a couple beers here and there or whatever. No. I'm talking about a flat slobbering drunk that you can't talk to
every day. That drinks every day. Yeah.
That you just can't talk to.
Nope.
Well, I didn't know any senior vets that were marching in the No Kings either, Donna. I just saw a bunch of them, and I don't know if they got in the shuffle. Maybe they got pushed into the shuffle. I don't know. Or maybe they were with their kids or something. thinking they were doing something good. Their kids have made them believe that they're doing
You're
something.
right.
And told them all this bad stuff was going to happen, and they were going to. You know what the big thing is? They're telling them you're going to lose your Social Security. They're
Yep.
scaring the daylights out of all of these older people, telling them that.
Yep.
Hello, baby.
Let me tell you something. Medicare is not all that it's cracked up to be. So
Can I say hello?
anybody that's afraid to lose it, you're really not going to miss much.
You know what? False valor. That's right. It's they're out there, and there's a bunch of them out in Portland that are sleeping under a tent. That are saying, "I fought in Desert Storm." No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe one word of that because you look better than the normal person. And how come you have those eyes? That's my question to all of them. Why do you look like it's a deer in the headlight look? It's like the MK Ultra look. Give them enough drugs, give them enough alcohol, and they'll do whatever you want to, right?
You know what? My nephew was in, I don't know, one or the other. Either I want to say probably the Afghan Osama bin Laden time, like in
Yeah,
the 2000s, something like that.
yeah.
But he has that deer in headlights look.
Yeah, but he's not out there walking up and down the street, is he? Yeah, see, there you
He's
go.
not, but
Different.
you know, he's different. He's different than when he went. I'll tell
Oh,
you
of
that.
course. Can you imagine the things he saw and the things that it would make you different? It would, and I often think maybe 18's a little too young. I don't know. There's a debate on both sides of that.
Well,
Um,
the 18 today is certainly not the 18 of the yesteryears.
oh no,
That's for
no.
sure. That's for sure.
Neither's the 21.
Yeah. No.
Well, but you can't talk to your nephew because you can't talk to these people.
No, I can talk to him, but we just don't discuss because I don't know where he stands. We don't discuss politics in our family. Um, Pretty much most of us are Republican, but I mean, we may have a few that's not. Well, I know my niece and her older daughters aren't because they're just flipping crazy. Literally
Oh, and these are the
crazy.
people that will sit there and tell you all the bad things about what the right is doing, but have no idea really what's going on. They don't pay any attention to politics. They don't see who's doing what. But by golly, they're going to fight to the death that everything is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know if you're watching? How do you know if you're not watching?
Right.
Don't go off of don't. Here's
I couldn't do it, Norm.
here's the thing. Unless you pay attention and you see what's going on, and you don't quote me what you hear on MSB. What is it?
MSNBC.
See, don't tell me about what CNN says. Don't tell me about all
Right.
this stuff. Tell me what you truly researched for yourself,
Right.
and then come argue.
Right. Right. Exactly.
My nephew was combat United States Marine Corps 2 years in Iraq. He is no nonsense. He's a very realistic guy, and you know what? And those are the kind of people we need. Some of them came back, and it was just too much for them.
See, that's how my son is. My son was in the Navy, but he only got to picture week. He never made it to Hell Week. And that was when Kosovo. That was during Kosovo when he signed up for the Navy. But he had stress induced asthma and they sent him home. So, yay to me, but boo to him getting the education that he wanted to get. But I mean, he's read so many books. I mean, he's my son, but he is so smart. It's unbelievable.
My son couldn't go in because he weighed too.
Mm.
Sorry. It's the truth. Yep. And he had asthma too, so you would think that if he lost a little bit of weight, he'd breathe better. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
Right.
And it is at that time.
Yes, it is, guys.
So you guys have yourself a wonderful Wednesday and a wonderful rest of your night. And we will see you on Thursday.
Same channel. Same time. Hit like on the way out. We love you.
We'll
Good night.
see you on Thursday. Good night. Right? Happy
birthday. Happy birthday, Gloria, and happy birthday, KMM.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff.